Find Your Language with Willis, the word master, who's joining us live from Kisumu. Willis, it's good to see you and a good evening to you. Let's begin with the month that we're in, and some people say April, some say April. What is the correct pronunciation?
Sophia Wanuna, it's great also talking to you now that you are standing in for Betty. The month is April, but you can also say April. So it's April or April. And I think it's one Thomas Wafula from Kakamega who had asked that question through the communications online.
All right, Willis. Then there's those who say that's a fiery statement or fiery statement. How do we say that?
Sophia, unfortunately, there is a small problem of communication, if you won't mind. And luckily enough, I think Mburu Nicholas has done some wonderful work here. The words that you sent over, the selected words, he has already written them down. If you don't mind, since we have a small problem with communication, can I take our viewers over the words which are there for today or tonight?
Yes. Sure, go ahead.
So the one you've asked about, Sophia, is fiery. We say fiery, that is a fiery politician or a fiery human rights activist. So we don't say fiery, you say fiery. That is F-I-E-R-Y, fiery. Then the next word, we have the word severe. That is an adjective, severe. But when we have this one, Sophia and our dear viewers, we say severity. Severity, not severity, not severity. You say severity. Just like the time that we had to focus on the word sincerity. We have sincere, but not sincerity. You say sincerity. But the word in question that is for tonight is severity. So don't say severity. Then the next one is a word that is commonly mispronounced locally and even beyond. Sophia, many people say jeopardize. Jeopardize, which is not the correct or acceptable pronunciation of this word. Letter O is silent. So you say jeopardize. To jeopardize somebody's work or something that is being looked for, to put something in jeopardy. Jeopardy, not jeopardy. So we should always remember that letter O in this word is silent. Then one Shirley Kerubo and Sandra Mokua of Goodka Memorial School, I think that one must be in Kisii, that is Goodka Memorial School. Shirley Kerubo and Sandra Mokua asked about a word which is very tricky for almost everybody, especially those who are in careers of serious communication. We say furore, furore. You can say furore, but remember this word has an alternative pronunciation. You can also say furore, furore. So furore and furore are acceptable in standard English. So I hope the two must have gotten the way to pronounce that word. Then there is a lot of news at the moment about the banking sector, or that focuses on the banking sector, and a name which is commonly mispronounced is Chase. Chase. You say Chase. Chase Bank, not Chase. Chase, no. Chase. Letter E is silent, then letter A in that word takes its own name as the sound in chase. Chase. So avoid chase or chase. Don't use the voiced sound Z. Use the voiceless sound S. Chase. Chase Bank. And we also say National Bank. National Bank, not National Bank. National. Then the next word is catapult. You say catapult, not catapult. Many people will agree with me that they must have heard of catapult. Locally and beyond, you know, when it comes to English words, sometimes nobody can be perfect, as I always put it, because languages are very wide. So don't say catapult, you say catapult. Catapult with the mid-central vowel sound for that letter U. Catapult. Just like vulture, not vulture. Culture, not culture. Cult, not cult. So that is if you are keen on what we call RP or its approximations. When I talk about RP, I'm talking about received pronunciation, which is the standard pronunciation based on the British, you know, variety. So the next word here is usurp. To usurp, like when you take somebody's powers or some duties that should be performed by another person, you say usurp. Normally used in, you know, political matters, and you don't say usurp. Say usurp. Then that takes me to the feedback question, which tonight comes from Bill Kemboy of Eldoret, and this word has been a tricky one all over, and sometimes it can, you know, cause some fun or humor a bit, because some people say sieke, some say siege, and all that. This word is siege, siege, not sieke, not siege. We say siege. And now to my surprise word for tonight. Many people say endorse. To endorse. Endorse? No. This word, that is E-N-D-O-R-S-E, you say endorse. In, then a primary stress, doors, with the long vowel sound O, and you also have the voiceless sound, that is indoors. Indoors. Don't say endorse. And don't also say endia. Say endia. Endia. Don't also say embezzle. We say embezzle. To embezzle or embezzle. And just to finish my part for Mind Your Language, or Mind Your Pronunciations for tonight, dear viewers, we have confusing words. We talk of Sahara Desert, an area with, you know, little water. It's relatively dry, few plants. Like Sahara, we don't talk of desert. Say Sahara Desert. That is the upper word. Desert. D-E-S-E-R-T. Desert. But when you use it as a verb, that is to abandon or leave a place or leave somebody, you say desert. To desert. Now, when you hear of dessert, when we talk of pudding, pudding, the other word for pudding, that is D-E-S-S-E-R-T. You also say dessert, dessert. Don't say dessert. And in case you have something that you want to know from Willis or from KTN Friday Briefing, when it comes to this segment, you can always reach me on at Willis Ochieng 1. Sophia Wanuna, how are you? I want to hand over back to you.
Thank you so much, Willis, the word master. Several words you've taken us through there. We appreciate. So remember, you can follow him because he continues with his lessons on his Twitter handle throughout the week at Willis, and Willis with a C, Ochieng 1, and you'll always be able to get more and more lessons and also engage with him. Ask him directly if you have questions. You are watching Friday Briefing. Thank you so much for staying with us. We'll take a short break. When we return, Moses Wahisi on the other side of the break will have the sports news for us.